With all the Reggie, like he probably fucked somewhere. Fuck, we doing all this shit.
She got wheels. This one from my nigga.
Yeah, but
Let me know.
I don't know about this.
You might know. And we are live.
We're laughing.
Yeah.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
What up?
Yo.
What's up, everybody? This is the Not Up for Debate podcast, episode 114.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
114. You get a horn for 114 episodes.
Moving right along.
Yeah, numbers going up, man.
Yeah. Keep going. But how y'all doing, man?
Twisty J.
What's up, Twisty?
Yeah, my guy.
Is that-
Man, Twisty.
Is that what we're calling him now?
Yeah.
Unfortunately. But what's up, Twitty? How you doing? Share this out, everybody.
Yeah.
To all your friends
All of them.
and loved ones. Oh, how y'all feeling though? Y'all good?
I'm good, man. I'm excellent, actually.
Chilling, man. Anything happen during this week with y'all? Or?
Did anything happen this week? I don't think so.
Cardi's barking.
Cardi's letting you guys know she's here as well.
Yeah, Cardi's here in the building. This week,
I'm trying to think, man. My weeks
Yeah.
kind of like run together.
yeah,
Jamie's getting baptized this weekend.
hey,
Oh, yeah. Hey.
Yeah,
I almost did the laugh again. What is going on?
or dedicated or christened or whatever
Whatever the definition of the term
you
is.
may want to call it.
Shout out to Jamie.
Yeah, man. He started walking this week for real.
Hey.
Oh, yeah.
Another
So,
milestone.
Jamie's doing his thing, man.
About to make me curse. Get your stuff off, Jamie.
Yeah.
No bench press.
Nah. Well, he do got the little curl. He hit a little bicep curl every now
The
and
little
then.
dumbbells.
Yeah. I don't know if y'all seen his guns on the internet, but,
But shout out to Jamie. I really hope nothing important happened this week that I'm forgetting.
That's what I'm trying to think. I'm like, man,
Cause darn it.
yeah.
Mackenzie started a new job.
Oh yeah,
Hey.
see, yeah.
Congratulations, dude.
Yeah. See, something did.
Working at one of the hospitals around. They grow up so fast. They do.
Yeah.
Too fast.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Blaze will be 2 in a few months. Brat will be 16 in a few months.
Yeah, I actually got
So,
the
yeah,
opportunity to meet
that's
Gabe's
happening.
teachers today. Had parent-teacher conference.
Oh, yeah, how'd that
yeah.
go?
So I took the stroll down there to Atlantic City, and it was good, man. I mean, it was what I expected.
Mm-hmm.
I already knew he had straight A's. And then I already knew that he is disruptive.
Shout out to Gabe.
Yeah, I already knew he's disruptive in class sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
So but if that comes with the straight A's,
Yeah, man.
then
I'll take
Hey.
that.
you know,
Yeah.
You know,
It
it
is what it
happens.
is.
every now
We
and
were
then.
all disruptive in class. I know I was.
I definitely was. Yeah, I think I actually got the what's that award that they give out? Most talkative.
Most
I think I got
talkative.
the most talkative
I got,
award one time, like 8th grade or something.
Yeah, I got class clown in 8th grade.
Yeah.
You know, at the time it was like, oh, class clown. Now and I look back at it like, yeah, you was supposed to get valedictorian.
The thing is, though, is like I was most talkative, but I didn't have straight A's.
Yeah. Me neither.
I didn't have the A's to go with
I
it.
accomplished it before.
Nah, I never got straight A's.
I probably was like in 4th grade or something like that, where it was like super easy.
Yeah,
I did
it was straight
before.
fours. You had
Yeah,
straight fours.
Yeah, right. I did it right.
and some
I did it
and some
before.
S's.
Yeah, remember those?
Yeah, the
S's
4s and the S's.
Yeah.
Yeah. The satisfactory.
Yeah, man, I was back in the
Yeah,
day.
you got a U on your
Yeah.
joint. You was going.
Do they still give those type of
Nah, I
report
think-
cards
I
out?
probably-
or it's
I
just
think it's-
verbal
they
now?
probably
I
do
think it's
in
Hey,
A.
listen, your kid's an asshole.
Nah, I think it's ABs from the rip now.
Oh, wow.
I think it is. Because I don't think we started getting letters until like 4th grade.
Yeah.
I think third grade was still the
I think third grade was still E's and S's and satisfactory.
Right. Yeah. Unsatisfactory.
And
Right.
things like that. Yeah, speaking of third grade, did any of you had Miss Carr in school? John Fenwick? Did you go to John
Nah, I
Fenwick?
went to
You didn't go to
Quinn.
John Fenwick?
I didn't go.
I went to John Fenwick. There's a teacher named Miss Carr. And I really hope she's still alive because whenever we talk about people, they're like not here. And I still think that they'd be here.
Yeah.
Tootie, is Miss Carr still around? Tootie would know if anybody knows.
Yeah.
But anyway, Miss Carr had a jar of Skittles on her desk, right?
You had to count them joints.
Oh, nah. Well, it was a contest at one
Yeah.
point. But, so at the end of every day, if you were good, we lined up to, go out and our parents would pick us up or whoever came to got you. Of course, my dad wasn't there. So we would get in line and whatever. So she had these Skittles, and we if you did good, you would get 2.
Wow.
Right. So she would drop the 2. My bad. She would drop the 2 Skittles in your hand, and the whole gist of the day was to be so good because you get these 2 Skittles, and I always be thinking back to it, like, man, I would do whatever to get them 2 Skittles.
Yeah, word.
But yeah,
Nobody was giving us Skittles, man.
no, not back then.
Nah.
Any teachers you remember? Favorite teachers from back in that time?
I remember almost all my teachers. I'm trying to think third grade though. I actually got kicked out of school in third grade, but that's a conversation for another day. I wasn't being bad or nothing.
Yeah.
Who was my third grade teacher? Miss Lodge.
Miss Lodge.
Third grade wasn't cool. Fourth grade was cool.
Yeah.
Fifth grade was tough. I got
grade.
my first marking period. First marking period of fifth grade. I remember like yesterday. I got 4 Fs and 1 D.
Oh man.
Dang.
Well, what do you think the problem was? The transition, or you just was like in awe of all the new people and stuff?
No, it wasn't even hard. I just didn't do
you just
my
ain't
work.
do
I
nothing.
started not doing my work.
Yeah.
At 4 Fs. I hope Gabe ain't watching, man. I hope Gabe ain't watching this, man. Cause I always preach like the A's and stuff. But it was just silly. Like I didn't do none of my work.
Yeah.
Like in school I would do it. I just didn't do no homework.
Yeah.
And then I was like, all right. Then I got like 4 D's. And I was like,
Because they made homework so much part of the grade. Like, come on, man.
It was like 35%. So
you had to do it.
You had to
do it.
But then I was like, all right, I ain't gonna stay back.
Right.
So I went on and did what I had to do.
But I was the kid that would like start his homework as we waiting for the bell to ring. Like, I'm getting a head start on this. You think I'm gonna be doing these?
There were
some
times too. Teachers, they would get lazy, and instead of like collecting the work after class started, they would have bins.
Oh yeah.
So you just grab somebody's.
Yeah.
Go in like 4th or 5th, grab somebody's, do your homework real quick. I ain't teaching nobody no tricks or nothing.
Yeah, right.
But do your homework real quick and then turn them both in before
I used to do that too sometimes.
Yeah.
I used to ask Ashley Coops, let me see the paper real quick.
Word.
I ain't do number 7.
Yeah.
Lo and behold, I ain't did neither side of the worksheet. I'm like,
what's the answer to number 10?
Yeah.
Let me see yours. Let me see yours real quick so I can get the answer number 10.
I'm copying that thing word for word. I'm like, she's a genius. There's no way I'm
the whole joint. Word.
Yeah,
the good old days.
Yeah, I would always do my homework like the day of. Like
Yeah,
when it's
like
coming
the
up.
morning.
This next period. Let me finish
on
it.
the bus.
Like, what's next?
No,
period?
I wait until
Word.
next
Oh, you mean like
period.
in high school?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, I always did
I
my
wasn't
work.
doing homework in high school. Like after I reached a certain age, I was like, yeah, I'm just not doing it.
Yeah.
Don't be like me. Anybody watching?
Man,
this.
I barely got through high school, man. When I really think about it, and I was always one of the smartest kids in the class. But man,
Who
Yeah,
wants
me
to do
too. I just-
schoolwork?
dude,
Yeah.
I took 6
I didn't
English.
want
It
to.
took me 6 Englishes to get through high school.
Yeah.
6. 2 years I had to have 2
Which
Englishes.
one? Which
I
class
failed
it was
health,
I had
bro.
an issue with? I failed health too. 'Cause I just didn't do anything.
Yeah, I
though.
failed health.
It was like just.
And it was Heidi. It was Heidi that failed.
it
me,
Heidi?
too. Yeah, Heidi.
I think
failed
Kim
me.
Carr failed me.
I can see that.
Yeah, I think it was Kim.
Mr.
Carr.
Buck, who was my favorite teacher, he failed me too.
Mr. Buck failed me too. He was my favorite teacher too, though.
Yeah, he
cool
failed
dude.
me.
I still see him around.
I was like, man, like I know he was cool, but I didn't want to take your class.
Yeah,
twice.
I didn't. Yeah.
Like you could have just passed me.
Yeah, it was nothing fun about his class.
Nah,
it was like
nah.
way in C wing. It was like,
Word,
man, I don't
it
want
was
to be down
definitely in
here. I might
C-wing.
get C wing on me.
It was definitely in C wing.
Yeah.
He was the only class I had in C wing besides woodshop.
Yeah, I had woodshop too with what
Nah, it
the
was a
guy
computer
named?
class in C wing.
Mr. Mellon's class was in C wing.
Nah,
too.
that was on
right
the
like
hub.
at the
No,
corner.
that wasn't
right?
considered C wing,
there's
was
a,
it?
There's a dance
Was that
class.
like the border? It was a dance class.
Oh,
over
yeah.
there. Who was the dance teacher? What was her name?
Well, all the electives was in C, right?
Yeah.
Social
It was all the
social
electives,
studies
and then
was-
it was at that back corner in C wing where they played like PlayStation. And,
Yeah, because the other end of
and
C,
wore helmets and stuff.
they played PlayStation and smoked weed out the back of the corner of the building.
Yeah, and wore helmets in that class. I think Boop Jones. I think Boop was the teacher.
Yo, they wasn't wearing no helmets, bro.
like every day was gym for them.
Yeah, no.
Oh man, yeah, I'm not repeating that. But Miss P,
Oh, who's Miss P?
I think that must have been before we got there.
Computer teacher?
No, that's for dance.
She was there. When we got there?
I do remember her. Yeah.
Is that did she have like a boy
He
head?
said the P is for Prince.
Yeah, I wasn't going to repeat it, but there it is. If you know, you know.
That's a knee slapper, Twitty.
Yeah. Nah, dance. What was the P seriously for? Periangeli or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like a wild.
How you
name like
remember that, bro?
I remember a lot of wild things that I probably shouldn't. But I remember her having a boy head too. Like I'm picturing her like boy head, dirty tennis ball head. Is that her? Hey, Keisha. Yep, I was right. Periangeli.
Yeah.
But I thought maybe Miss McCoy was the dance teacher when we got there, Joe.
Miss McCoy.
What did Miss McCoy
Miss
do?
McCoy?
She
was
the
like
security
cheerleading.
guard.
She the security guard?
Yeah, she was security.
No, Hullix was the security guard.
Nah.
Like, hey, where you going, man?
Yeah, Hollis was my guy.
Got some gum, Hullix. Oh, he had gum.
Miss McCoy was definitely a security guard.
She was?
And then she was like the cheerleading teacher or something.
Yeah, then she just started like wild adopting. She was like,
Nah, I thought that was always a thing.
yeah, she was like
Nah, that was always a thing.
Angelina Jolie.
Just collecting all the kids.
All the kids.
Come on, bro.
She was cool though.
Come on, bro.
Like it was Pokemon. Like, come on now.
Gotta catch them all. Is she still there?
I thought he said she was sub security.
Sub.
Sub and then security.
A sub and then security. I don't even remember her being a sub. I thought she was like a dance teacher. I don't know why I thought
Nah,
that.
I think she did cheerleading.
Oh, cheerleading. That's what it
Yeah, I
was.
think she did
She used to,
cheerleading.
she used to
I think
wear
she
like
did
the
cheerleading.
tracksuits and
Yeah,
stuff like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Okay, that's what it was. Yeah, because one of the daughters or something was a cheerleader.
Yeah, Crystal.
Right. Yeah, I do remember that. Man, high school was cool. Is Melon still living? Please let Melon be alive. Melon was
Sunny
cool.
Gym.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Sunny
Melon's
Gym
class
was
was
cool.
fun.
I enjoyed Melon's class.
If I paid attention more, I probably would know some of this stuff a little bit better.
Yeah, me too.
Melon's class. Because I was like
always fooling around.
I was like the producer.
Yeah, I mean, no one expects to do the same thing that they're doing in high school now.
Yeah. But I used to enjoy that though, man. Like shooting
yeah, that was fun.
shooting it was a show that they had. I forget what it was called. They had started showing it at gym class. I think that was like our
Like the morning show?
sophomore year. I thought it was during auditorium after lunch.
I don't know. I do remember a show though. I remember Philip being on it.
forget
I
what-
remember
yeah, I forget what it was called.
I think Haseen was on it.
I forget what it was called.
Yeah, I think like Haseen did a little freestyle or something on there.
I
Yeah.
never seen-
Like exclusive episode. That was like the Rap City episode.
They probably still got it in their
Yeah, somebody
library.
got it in the
I would love
archives.
to see that because
Yeah,
I don't
would
remember.
too.
I don't remember.
That was back when like Haseen and them. Man, you know what? It was a hard time when them dudes from out of town came to school.
Word.
And them niggas knew how to do the Harlem Shake, and none of us did. I'm like, man, look at them. Look at them
Yeah,
niggas shaking.
yeah.
Other girls around.
Man, high school was fun, man. Wow.
Yeah, high school was a fun time.
Wow. What a time to be alive.
It was. I
01 to 05 was like
wish
probably some of the
it was fun, but I wish I would have.
had less fun.
No, I wish I would have been more of a kid, like instead of trying to be an adult at that time.
Nah. But I think everybody kind of thinks that after it's over.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing that anybody can tell you because we can tell our kids as much as we want. Like enjoy high school. I tell Gabe that all the time.
Yeah, I
Like,
do
look,
too.
man, like really enjoy high school because once you get out, you're gonna miss it so much. You're gonna be like, man, I wish I did this. I wish I did that. I wish I didn't go to prom. I think about that every time that comes
Yeah, I
up.
didn't
I'm
go to
like,
high
man,
school
I'm so silly. Why didn't I go to prom?
I went to 8th grade dance.
Right, yeah.
I didn't go to prom,
But that's
no.
not like a real memory.
Yeah, nah.
You know what I mean? Like I don't remember anything about my 8th grade dance.
Yeah, I didn't do any of that.
I remember
No activity.
I remember going there. I remember taking pictures, and I remember that they gave us subs for lunch or for the
You
dinner.
had lunch there.
Yeah, It was dinner, I guess you would call it.
Yeah,
it was
subs
after.
for dinner is wild.
Yeah, it was like the Salem City subs. It wasn't even like they
It probably was a
catered
fundraiser.
That's what it felt like. And they had like the chip bowls and the punch and all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
That's a field trip meal.
Word.
Yeah, basically.
But yeah, man, so just so much stuff that I just wish that I did when I was in high school, or just like not wanting it to be over so fast.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, cause you just want to race through it. You like,
Yeah, when I was in it.
Because you don't want to be there longer than you have to be.
yeah, and
Because
it's
that's what I was like worried about. I didn't want to do all the extra stuff.
What you
Yeah.
mean?
Like, high school drama, just a whole bunch of nonsense.
yeah.
I went through it. I was in a relationship. That's another thing too. I wish I would have like just
Soiled your oats.
No, definitely not that. Definitely not that.
I don't know what you're trying to get at here, bro.
I would have just been more of a kid. Let's just say that, and did kid things.
Yeah, nah.
But yeah,
It's so sad that everybody wants to grow up so fast.
yeah. I'm glad I'm not one of them dudes like that's still stuck in high school though,
Yeah, definitely not.
because that would suck.
Who do you think is like the oldest high school student? Like, how old can you be?
I think
they kick you
21 you gotta go, bro.
I know somebody. I won't say any names, but they was like 20 in the 9th grade.
Yeah, they wasn't gonna be able to graduate.
Yeah.
So it's like, why would you even go at that point?
But you could go to
Like, just go to night school and get it over with quicker. Then it wouldn't even make sense at that point. But man, how you get that far? I
drank
graduated
coffee on the way over here.
I graduated at 17. How you 20 in 9th?
Yeah, I think Pooh graduated at 17 too. A lot
Yeah,
of people
because Pooh
did.
younger than me.
Yeah, and he was like born before that October 1st deadline.
Yeah, yep. Yeah.
Unfortunately, I was October 7th, so
Yep.
yeah, I was always like a year older than everybody.
Oh, so you was older in your grade too, J-Bro?
I think most of the people in my grade were the same age as me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was always a
Yeah,
year
like
older.
I was one of the younger ones because I turned my birthday's in July, so it was like after the year was over.
And everybody be like, "Oh, what you got left back?"
Yeah,
I'm
word.
like, no.
Word.
Then I'll explain it to them. They're like, "How you even know that?"
But for that exact reason is
like,
why
yeah, I shouldn't be a kid and know
right,
this either.
is
But
why
yeah.
Aiden is going to go to private school, because if not, he would turn 6 and start kindergarten.
Yeah, right.
Like, he would start kindergarten and turn 6 2 days later.
Right.
So it was like, nah. So
There
he's
ain't no
going to go to
point,
private
yeah.
school to get him into his proper grade.
That makes sense.
So it's just like a way for them to steal another $15,000. It's like it's 3 days. 3 days is gonna cost $15,000 basically, because he could go to regular school if it wasn't for the 3 days.
Oh, okay.
He
Oh,
was
you mean
born-
the 3? Oh, all right.
If he was born 3 days earlier,
Right.
he would have been able to go to regular school as a 5-year-old, but because he don't turn 5 until after the cutoff, he gotta go to private school in order to get into kindergarten.
like
See, they should do like some type of
Test?
Not, well, I guess a test. To,
Yeah, why wouldn't what? I mean,
Yeah.
it could be you could give him a social test, a knowledge test. You know what I mean? They could get all of that can be tested. Like there's people that's trained to do that
Yeah.
to see if he could socialize with kids that age. I mean, he passed the test to get into the private school with flying colors.
Yeah, it definitely
So-
had to be an exception somewhere.
Right. So, but yeah.
Shoot, I need to put my son in school or something. He need to do something.
You
That'll
saying,
get
they
a
be
job.
turning
you saying like he 18?
Because man, I be seeing memes where they say, "Oh yeah, when you have no bills and you
Yeah.
don't have to worry about paying anything, you sleep how you want."
Word.
Just like be in bed. Like my son be.
But that's
Folded.
another reason why I try to encourage my son to enjoy it.
Yeah.
Like you don't
It
have
goes quick.
Yeah, you don't. Why would you want to rush to responsibility?
Right.
I mean,
Like now that we have them, we know how silly it is.
Right,
Like,
for real.
But why you want to rush to responsibility?
Yeah.
I think they just want the freedom. To be
Yeah, I
honest,
don't.
To do.
Yeah.
I don't.
Now.
I don't.
Yeah, I
take
don't.
it all back.
Yeah, you can have it all back.
All of the freedom.
Yeah,
I would
all
go
of it.
right back to my grandmom's
What?
sleeping on the couch.
What? I go right back to my twin bed with the Ninja Turtle
Word.
sheets.
Take all the responsibilities. Yeah, word.
Might even piss him.
Yeah, you went wait
for old time's sake.
just to make it feel real.
Word up. For old time's sake.
just to make it feel real.
Hey, yo, mom, wash me up.
That's
I don't think I would do that because my mom was ruthless, man.
Yeah, you don't want to go back.
My mom is.
But you know what? That's what kids need nowadays.
Yeah, my mom was wild stern.
I think kids need a little ruthlessness in the household.
Yeah, my mom wouldn't even like let us listen to rap. Like I had to if I wanted to listen to rap, I had to have like headphones on. I'm like, I want to blast this shit.
I feel like it was like that all the way up until all the other kids left and it was just me. And I kind of I had like more privileges than the other kids had. But yeah, back when it was all of them there, we couldn't listen to none of that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Then I used to play Stan every morning before school as loud as I possibly could. My grandparents never said nothing.
I was stuck on Stan too.
Yeah. Like the version, like the explicit version too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I had the CD.
Yeah, I think I got that joint from Patrick's.
I did too.
Cause you couldn't buy the explicit joint at Walmart.
Or Ease.
Word.
Or Ease missing on that joint. But yeah, it was cheaper though at Walmart, but you definitely didn't get no cursing on it. That's one thing I do remember back in the day.
You remember the first CD you ever bought at Patrick's?
The first CD I ever bought was...
Mine was C Murder.
C Murder? Which one? The only one he ever had. I'm assuming.
Why not buy C Murder's album?
Word. Well, that's probably why.
That's what other C Murder song would I have known?
You probably burnt that song out. I know that joint was skipping. Yeah, but I know you can't name another song off of there.
Nah.
The first CD I bought was probably Blueprint.
Yeah.
Jay-Z Blueprint.
I think by then. Well, when did that C Murder album came out? Because there was a point where it was like, all right, all my friends was burning CDs.
Yeah.
At some point, too, like right after that time, and I feel like the Blueprint, I had a burnt copy of it.
Yeah, the Blueprint was 2001.
Yeah, remember that anticipation where you had told somebody to burn? Hey, burn me!
You couldn't wait to
get to school the next day. You couldn't wait to get to school the next morning.
Word up. Yeah, those was the times. LimeWire.
Yeah, see, I think that's part of like what's wrong with these kids nowadays. They don't have to anticipate anything. Everything is so instant. Like, it's all like even having music at our fingertips, and I think we might even talk about this on the show before. Even having music at our fingertips, it might take 24 hours before you could actually listen to that song. You know what I'm saying? Or if you're not like you have to go to school and come back home, and it might still be downloading when you get back.
Word up.
Yeah. Now
it's just like boom.
Yeah, it's crazy,
right
man.
There. I don't even have to download it because it's on YouTube.
A 4 megabyte song would take all day.
Word. 10 hours plus.
Word up.
Now I can just blink, it's done.
Yeah.
You be checking all day on that song.
Yeah. And look, and if you got
apps,
and if you got an account, you don't even have to ever download it. You literally can just push play, and it's
what was the other
instant.
What was the other downloading engine? Napster.
Napster was
Napster, LimeWire. Those only two are BearShare, right?
Nah, I never went past LimeWire.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
Yeah, I remember BearShare.
How about Kazaa?
I never even heard of that one.
Yeah, Kazaa was another one.
Yeah, I never heard of that one.
But LimeWire was the go-to.
Yeah, LimeWire was definitely number one.
You never know what you were gonna get though.
Yeah, that's true too.
Well, yeah, or you end up trying to download something you ain't supposed to be downloading, and then everything, it's over for everything at that point.
Yeah, mess your mom's computer up.
Word. Yeah, it's a good thing it was only ours. My grandparents was like 80 years old, so when I got my first computer, I think my grandpa probably would have already been, like 85.
Yeah, he wasn't touching that.
Nah, I mean, it was so new at that point. Like, if you think about it, I got my first computer when I graduated 8th grade. So 01, the internet had really just popped off for like only 5 years at that point. Yeah. So it wasn't even like
that was like AOL.
My grandparents ain't knew nothing about no internet. What you mean you need an extra phone line in here? Well, yeah, grandma, because if you don't want the phone to kick off while I'm on the internet, then I need to get my own line.
Yeah, you hear the computer screaming at you when you call it.
Word.
I used to hate that.
I meant the dial-up, boy.
Yeah. My mom used to be pissed. I've been calling for hours.
Yeah, couldn't even sneak on the computer, though. The computer was finna tell on you.
ASAP. Man. What was I used to run on that computer to even do? I don't even remember.
AOL.
Checking emails, talking to nobody.
The AOL.
Wait, chat room.
Relax.
Chat rooms, I do remember chat rooms.
Yeah,
I don't remember which.
American Online would have been the first. That was like the first
I
real
think that
instant
was.
message platform that I remember. Anyway, I don't really think it was anything before. What was it? Hey, American Online.
That was the first time I had a little.
That had to be the first one. Yeah.
Got my first online friend on there.
Yeah. That was good
those.
times, man.
Yeah.
That was good times.
Innocent. Little did we know what that would lead to.
Cardi.
Yeah, I don't think I missed that freaking deadline.
What's that?
Like right before AOL. Like
So you said you
Oh, so you were just a little too young for it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it probably, because I'm trying to think. Because it was after 8th grade, so that would have been like first couple years of high school. And then by the time we graduated, what year did MySpace come out? Because I feel like
99?
Was that
MySpace 99?
Was MySpace that early?
No, it wasn't that
I
early.
don't think it was that early. I would say like if we was still in high school,
maybe 2001.
I'm thinking like 04, 03, 04.
Oh, it's still a thing.
03. Yup, 03.
03.
So that makes sense. So if you think about it, America Online was really popping like 2000. Yeah. So MySpace is probably what knocked out America Online.
MySpace looks a lot different.
That's what it looks like now?
Than what I remember.
Is this the same, like,
This is MySpace.
this is the one?
This is the one.
Do you think think you would be able to sign into your old profile?
I don't want to go back there.
I feel like I
back
do.
to those times.
Yeah.
I don't even remember.
I feel like there's some lost pictures on there, probably.
I probably had like a gangster SpongeBob in the background or something.
Yeah.
I wasn't going by that name then, so I know that I ain't got nothing like that.
I don't even know. I guess my name would have just been my name.
Yeah, that's right. Which is bad if something pops up.
Nope.
Yeah, it would have popped up by now.
I don't even know if I would have been Joe. I probably would have been Joey. Because in MySpace days, I wasn't really embracing the Jomar at that point. I feel like I was a little bit older once I started really embracing that. Joey Turner's a pretty common name for a white guy, though.
Right. It popped right up, too.
Yeah, I mean, they make it look like it's more so music now.
Yeah.
Like it almost feels like a
It definitely doesn't.
website.
Definitely doesn't look like MySpace.
I remember arguing with people like, let me get off so I can check my MySpace.
Yeah. And then the MySpace era was what was the Black Planet?
Yeah.
See, maybe that's what the one it was that I had, a Black Planet one.
Yeah, Black Planet. I think was.
I
the
definitely had a
MySpace
Black
era.
Planet now that I think about it.
So 03. So that makes sense.
I got you. It's what he said, something.
He said he got you on MySpace. That must be what he said.
Let me see.
2003.
I think it was Black Planet, bro. I don't think it was MySpace.
Because MySpace would have been 03 to probably like what 07. And that's when Facebook. When did Facebook start?
All right. So okay, so 2003 to 2005 it was MySpace, right?
5 to 9. And then look, they purchased that, and then 9, they probably got smacked over the head by Facebook.
Yeah, they decline right there.
04.
So founded it.
Tom was right on their heels.
Word.
Tom was on their heels. Soon as they launched.
Yeah, 04, but you know, it was only for like students and all that.
Yeah, until like 2010. Nah, maybe before that, because I think I created my first Facebook in 2009.
So what was different about Facebook versus MySpace? What made people
at that
shift?
time?
I don't know.
Man, I'm trying to think because I feel like I was a little late to the Facebook party.
Yeah, I was late on both.
But it was because at the time it was really only for college students.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what the difference was.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe the MySpace. Well, MySpace wasn't like a timeline.
Yeah, you had to like go to people's.
You had to
pages
like
on
search.
MySpace.
You had to like search it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's probably what was intriguing was that it was the first to scroll through.
Mm-hmm. And probably just word of mouth. You know how it is when the new hot thing comes out.
Yeah.
People just gravitate to it.
Right.
Like how Clubhouse had a hot little rundown where nobody even talks about it anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, you needed an actual college email to sign up. Yeah, that's how they was getting on.
Mm-hmm.
Then they realized how many people was missing out, and they was like, all right.
Right.
Forget it. But we didn't even start the docket. We was just...
Yeah, that was all just the
rapping.
intro.
Just rapping. Where y'all want to start, actually?
Let's start with Embiid since there's a game going on right now.
Oh, okay. So Embiid gets the MVP. How you guys feel about Joel getting the MVP?
Joel, my guy.
Congratulations to Joel.
Shout out to Joel, man. I mean, long time coming, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Deserved, in my opinion.
I mean, how long has he been in the league for?
Probably like 6 or 7 years, maybe.
Yeah.
From Cameroon.
But I mean, I could see why anyone would say that maybe someone else deserved it. But like Joker got it those 2 years and he wasn't even playing basketball no more the 2 years that he won it.
Mm-hmm.
The season was done.
That's true.
So I mean, at least it looked like he gonna make a deep run. We'll see if this MVP will catapult him out of the second round for the first time. Because that's an issue.
Yeah. But I ain't about to hate on Joel.
Nah, you can't.
Congratulations to Joel.
Nah, you can't.
But I think Joker should have got it.
I mean,
Joel had more points and more blocks.
but
Denver had a worse record without
I can't
Jokic on the floor than Philly had without Embiid on the floor.
I'm probably biased. I will admit that from the top. And although I don't really look at basketball, that's my favorite team, that's my favorite whatever. I try to look at everything without a biased opinion like that, but
right.
I can't really compare because Denver doesn't excite me enough to ever want to put one of their games on.
Yeah.
I can honestly say that I've never really seen him play.
Never?
Like Denver, I don't know. They just don't excite me. And I mean, and I'm probably missing out on some good basketball, but I don't watch Denver.
Yeah.
They don't come on TV much to watch anyway.
TV, yeah.
And I'm not chasing down.
If they do, it's like a 10:30 game.
I'm not chasing down a Denver Nuggets game.
Yeah.
I'm just not.
No, I'm definitely not chasing down a Denver Nuggets game. If it's on, I'll watch it. But yeah, it's not something that I'm running
And also
to.
for me, it's like, I just want to see good basketball. I don't really care about the MVP.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't.
Oh, yeah, this is also LeBron's first time not getting an MVP vote.
Yeah,
at
and
all.
I mean, I think that was well deserved.
Yeah, I mean,
and only probably
he's got enough in his career.
He's got enough, but he also missed a lot of basketball this year.
He missed a lot.
So that's probably part of it. I mean,
I'm sure that was factored into the decision.
It's
That'd probably be the
plenty-
only thing that they could
There's
say.
plenty
the
of
time
people that's more
missed.
important to their team than LeBron. Obviously, Anthony Davis is more important to the team that he's currently on right now.
Yeah.
So you really, it's tough to get the nods for most valuable player when you're not necessarily the most valuable player on your team anymore.
Right.
He's just trying to
Not
get
that
a
he's
ring.
not valuable.
Yeah,
Right.
About to say,
I get what you're saying.
He's trying to get his ring. Will he get a ring?
What y'all
and
think
retire?
about this?
Who, LeBron?
This
Yeah.
Warriors and the Lakers series currently
I'm probably also biased.
because of LeBron.
I like the Lakers.
I picked the Lakers to win the series.
I
don't like the Lakers. I just picked them to win the series.
If KD's playing 30 and 20, there's nobody left in basketball right now that can beat the Lakers. Mm-hmm. That I just don't see it.
Yeah. 30 and 23 is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, AD had a good game. The thing I noticed was the defense that Vanderbilt put on Steph.
Yeah, I seen that as well.
He had a lot of good possessions against Steph. So I'm interested in how if they'll keep up with that. If I was a coach, it was obvious that he had an effect on him. And obviously Steve Kerr's going to be prepared this time around.
He's going to make an adjustment. And
it's that's going to come down to coaching to me in this series. Coaching and probably rebounding because I don't know what was going on last night.
To knock down 21 threes and lose,
right?
It's a tough night. It's a tough night basketball.
Yeah, you're also not going to win only shooting 6 free throws a game.
Right.
That's nuts.
To 29.
Damn.
Yeah. That just shows you that LA was driving the lane and Golden State was shooting it.
But
that's their game, so I'm not going to be mad at Golden State for shooting the ball.
3-pointers.
That's a lot.
And they almost made half of them though.
That's what
people not.
They did almost make half of them. So that's what's crazy that they shoot 53, shoot basically, what's that, 40%.
They shot better than the Lakers did, but
right.
That's expected. The Lakers aren't great 3-point shooting team,
but
they do have some 3-point shooters now though.
If you shoot 53 3-pointers, how you expect to get to the free throw line?
Yeah, it's definitely not going to happen. I mean, maybe on an offensive rebound or a putback, maybe.
Especially not compared to, what's that, 68 to 50, I guess.
Yeah.
Drive
points in the paint.
Shot.
54 to 28. Yeah. Interesting. Both teams had 8 turnovers. Look at the blocks.
Yeah.
Anthony Davis was out there swatting.
There was a big
one. But
yeah,
this is probably this and probably that Miami and New York series if they can kick up.
Yeah, I feel like whoever wins that series is probably going to go to the finals. I don't feel like any of these teams can beat
Boston
or
when they on their Dean.
Yeah.
But I like this series. This is going to be a good series. New York and Miami.
It'll be a fun one.
It's just the injuries and stuff, man. So it always seems to come knocking at the wrong time.
Suns are done.
Yeah, it makes you want to bring back up that conversation where we shorten the season. At least 5 games, 10 games, maybe. The regular season, I mean.
So I forget if it was it Stan Van Gundy? One of the coaches was basically saying, like, talking about load management and everything. He was saying that the reason that players could play more and stay healthier longer throughout the season was because they played more during the season, not less. They played more every other night, more back-to-back nights, and players didn't rest. All players tried to play 82 games.
Right.
And he said they were just better conditioned because of that, and that's why they didn't sustain so many injuries.
That makes sense.
Yeah, he was like, you resting so much, that's why you getting injured, because you're not like hardening your body to even deal with that long season.
Right.
Like, think about Chris Paul. You got the best doctors in the world. We haven't figured out yet how to strengthen his groin. Nah, but I ain't even trying to be funny, bro. Yo, it's always this. Nah, but for real though.
He's 53, Joe.
Nah, but bro, it's been since he been young. It's been the same injury. He been dealing with this groin injury for like 15 years.
And I'm laughing because because if anybody was watching the game when he injured himself, it's the way that he made the face like he knew.
Again. like, come on, man.
I felt bad, so I knew immediately what it was. I said, yo, that's his joint.
Every single time, bro.
And I had the injury before as a teenager, so I
That's
can
why I'm like,
imagine. And my son did too.
The athletic trainers haven't said like, all right, Chris, we need to do something like that. That can't keep happening like that.
You ever pulled a groin and hurt your groin? Either one of y'all?
I don't know if to the point to where it was like
it's a
injured.
wild injury.
I've done like certain exercises that have
Pushed you there.
overworked it, and I felt what it would feel like, but it would, it would go away in a day.
On fire.
Yeah, I understand.
I'm telling you.
I understand why he can't play with the injury, but it's like, how are we not working on that?
Look, straight to it.
Yeah.
Couldn't
like,
even look.
yeah.
Couldn't even give him the light jog.
Yo, he's like,
that thing is on fire.
Like, it's over.
He did land awkwardly.
I'm about to say, how do you hurt your groin area?
Just that awkward movement.
Stretching that legs out too far, but it's like, man, you can work on that.
I did mine pitching
And that would make sense.
in the middle of a game. Yeah,
And when that leg, and you know it's a problem because he wearing a leg sleeve all the way up that leg on that side. So it's probably the same side that he's hurting every single year.
Yeah, he's grabbing it before he even touches the ground.
Yeah, so when he went up, when he just went to explode up is probably when it popped.
man.
Crazy, man.
Yeah, I still hurt.
But
I felt bad for Chris Paul. Look at that haircut.
Sad though.
What number is
Why does it
that?
look like that?
That's a 0, bro.
0.7.
It looks like he has the black ice and it
He
just
got the Doc
Chris
Rivers.
Broussard? I mean, not Chris Broussard. what was my bull's name? You know what I'm talking
The Charles Boozer. Is that his
Carlos
name?
Boozer.
Carlos, that's what it was.
Yeah, if you type in Carlos Boozer.
Which one is that one?
Oh, this is Tito Jackson.
Oh my God.
With the black ice
on
joint.
the side.
Yeah, Tito.
Oh wait, yeah, it's right here.
Yeah.
Look at that with the waves.
Yo,
on
was
the
that a
side.
finger wet?
Oh, that joint is
Gotta
crazy,
be
bro.
kidding me. You gotta be kidding
How
me.
do you even? Who sculpted that for him?
Man, he looked like a fresh glazed rib,
Like-
rack of ribs. He looked like some. Why does he look like that?
He looked like a homemade cigarette.
Yeah. Oh, what?
Hand rolled on me.
It said who spray painted his hair.
Nah, but for real though, that's all paint.
It said look like his hair is zipped on.
That's all paint. Wow.
Oh man,
That is hilarious.
yeah, it looks crazy.
Like, is this real hair?
The top part.
Yeah.
I would say it probably can't be.
And
Oh.
why
It can't be.
He got braille on the side of his head.
That can't be real hair on top of his head, right?
I don't know. It could be. Look at the hairline.
It's too thick, man.
Yeah, look at the hairline.
The hairline is painted.
Yeah,
There.
for sure.
100% painted.
It's like he got like the Batman helmet on.
You said it looked like his hair is zipped on.
Yeah, it's weird. But who we talking about? We were talking about Boozer.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Carlos.
yeah, Carlos Boozer.
He
Oh,
yeah, hair
It
paint.
says hair paint.
Nah, but for real, this was
Jeez.
wild, bro. How did that start dripping?
He looked like a
Right.
thumb to an ink pad.
But
Right.
how did nobody tell him though?
Top of a Bic.
Before he came out.
I don't know.
Like, nah, bro, don't do that.
Who's
or-
that in the next one?
Or even his barber.
Is that a baseball player?
Nah, that looked like somebody
Yeah,
at a
right
baseball
there.
game.
Look
He
at
had, to,
his.
he had to go to the prom after.
Carlos
li-
Beltran.
The lines ain't even straight.
His name Carlos too.
Oh, that's Carlos Beltran is a baseball player.
Yeah, it must be a Carlos thing.
Yeah, it's gotta be.
That is wild. What is that stuff called? Beijing? Is that what
I
it
don't
is?
even know. I just called it the black ice.
Yeah, Carlos Boozer. When did he play for the Lakers, man?
I don't remember that either.
Journeyman.
Why dudes
They had
why dudes be afraid of the baldy though, man?
They had the man.
No clue, man.
If you just baldy, just baldy that thing out, man.
Yeah, when you got the beard,
Don't
it's like
fight. Yeah,
it's like a
yeah.
package.
Now if you don't got no facial hair, that's tough.
yeah,
but
yeah. I wouldn't go for the
yeah. Don't
ball,
go for the
though.
baldy.
Yeah, because the Rock be tripping me out. I'm like, man, you can't get a little mustache, little goatee, or
Word.
nothing.
The Rock, yeah.
But he ready to shoot military movies every morning.
He said he came in the league ball. Who, Carlos? Boozer?
J-Ro, he came in the league ball. I don't know.
Oh, it was the other hairline was Jadakiss, I think, when we was having that debate.
Oh yeah, Jadakiss got a wild hairline.
Smallest,
he got
smallest hairline.
He got a Tyler hairline put on his head.
Got a wild hairline. But speaking of Jadakiss, what do you think about Kodak Black making Jadakiss rewrite a verse?
How does
I think
Kodak
that's hilarious.
Black do that?
I think that's hilarious though.
What did he say that he didn't like?
That's what I'm saying.
Trying to get at.
But is it Kodak's song? If it's my song,
that's a little different.
And you send me the verse and I don't like it, rewrite it.
I think I got the right to say something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I would hope you say something though. Don't let me put out something that.
And no disrespect to Jadakiss, but right now in today's time, if he wants some burn,
he got
it's gonna be on a Kodak song over his song.
Oh, it's a Mother's Day tribute.
5 years ago, Kodak enlisted legendary Locks MC Jadakiss for the Florida rapper's Mother's Day tribute, Mama. During an appearance on The Breakfast Club, Jada was asked if artists ever request that he redo a guest verse, something the Notorious B.I.G. once pushed him to do on Last Day, according to the Yonkers native. Kodak, who was then just a 20-year-old upstart in the rap game, urged him to switch his guest feature. Kodak Black, my man Yak, could share with a laugh. Yak told me to switch it, and it was like a song about our moms. Jada added, I'm like, Yak, but I switched it, and he like, no doubt, I'm a person that's easy to work with. It was funny to me. I think I spoke to him. We was on. He asked me. He actually said it. I think, what the freak Jada is talking about?
He kind of started rambling there on the back end of that.
Yeah, I don't know if I would ask Jada to rewrite a verse though.
But that's one of them things though that all right. Say you a legend, and you send somebody a verse. Don't really matter who it is. Take it as disrespect if you want.
Right.
If they say, "Hey man, can you just
do this over?
Can you automatically in your head as a legend going to start thinking, man, maybe that verse was kind of whack.
Right.
And now you're going to want to rewrite it regardless because now you trying to listen at it from a different ear.
You're going to come
so
crazy.
you like, man, maybe that was calm. Maybe that was a little weak. But then you got to kill him on his song if he asked you to rewrite the verse. Because maybe you sent him something light on purpose.
Just to see.
Yeah, because you ain't want to hurt his feelings.
Yeah, like, I was all right, old head.
Yeah, like
I light your ass up. But yeah, I never asked anybody to redo a verse, and I've never been asked to redo a verse.
So you ain't never got sent nothing that was some cheeks.
Oh yeah.
And you just didn't use it. You ain't asked them to rewrite it. You just ain't use it.
Yeah, I didn't use it. I wouldn't ask nobody to rewrite nothing. No. Just out of respect.
What do you say when they? What you say when they see you?
It just never came out.
Hey man, what happened to that?
Yeah, it just never came out.
What happened to that verse I sent you?
Even with my vocals. Twitty no. Twitty got him somewhere locked away. But yeah, it was plenty of things.
Man, if I send y'all a verse, y'all better put my verse on the song, man.
Oh no, I would definitely do that. But it was plenty of things we couldn't use. It was just,
Yeah, I guess that's part of making music though.
Yeah.
Right?
What about you, J-Real?
What?
You ever had to tell somebody like,
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I mean, because people don't ask me, right? And then the people that do ask me is like, hey, I work a certain way. Like, if you can work on your part of this song and I can work on my part of this song at our own pace, and then like we can make something work.
Right.
But if you can't work with me on that, then it's probably not gonna work out.
Yeah.
But from the features I did do, were instant. I'd write them down, have them done. Just like, I'll get back to you within a week. If I don't get back to you within a week, it's probably not getting done.
Right. Yeah, you'll know.
I mean, I didn't catch it.
Yeah, but most of the time, it should have been. I think I did 98% of the features. I don't know who the one was.
He said 98%.
Yeah, so it was maybe one I didn't do.
Yeah. I just didn't like the say you just happen to be in the studio or something, and you may be there for reasons that have nothing to do with whatever the other person is there, and they think, oh, just because you in there and they in there and there's a beat playing,
let's make a song.
Yeah, like here we go.
Nah, man.
I used to hate that.
Yeah.
I used to find any way to like exit. How can I get out of here?
Word.
Yeah.
But yeah, I never had to tell anybody to rewrite nothing. I like pretty much everything. Where y'all want to go next? You want to take it away, Joey?
Let's do the Brat first.
I need glasses horribly.
Was there an article on that? Because I didn't see that.
The Brat. Oh yeah, it was something. Thank you, J-Ro. Yeah, it was. It was one of those. It looked. The one I saw looked a little clickbaity though. So the Brat is having a baby, yo. That's wild. Look at that picture.
Isn't that crazy? Have we talked about that on the show before?
Yeah, we touched on it briefly, but that is wild. She looks like she's in so much pain.
Did you?
Should I say? I'm not gonna say that.
Well, yes. Nah, don't say it then.
A wild part of me, man.
Yeah.
Somewhere deep down inside of me, I'm like, I feel like, damn, how is this man having this baby?
Come on.
But I know, like,
yeah.
Because I've always seen her this way, so it's like, yo.
So I wonder, you know what's weird, like, you know, it's two women in a relationship, right? But typically, like, if you were to look at this relationship, you would think that obviously the Brat is more masculine and her wife is more feminine.
Right.
Why did the Brat choose to have the baby? And I also believe she's older.
Yeah, I think I read somewhere that the other one was having complications or already had kids, and I think they wanted her to experience it this time, which is freaking crazy.
I mean, she made a sacrifice. That's
Yeah. I just never knew the story.
So it says the Brat and her wife spoke about why they chose a white sperm donor to conceive their first child. We didn't have a lot to choose from, Brat told The Root. Brat said that the only black donor presented to them looked like Jiminy Cricket. Rapper The Brat and her wife Jessica Dupart have shared why they chose a white sperm donor to conceive their first. Oh snap! I'm reading it over again. Oh, there it is. The couple who married in February of 2022 said that they started with a few thousand candidates, but once they ruled some out based on Dupart's genetic screening, they were left with 300 potential donors and only one was black. Brat said that the man looked like Jiminy Cricket, adding, I was like, I'm sorry, but that wasn't going to be my choice. The Chicago rapper added that despite the lack of suitable donors, she thinks she and Dupart made the right choice. I think we get a great job with picking, she said. He's handsome, he's tall, and I think he's going to look beautiful with my wife's eggs. All right. So there's a pregnant the Brat, 27 weeks. Did she have the kid yet?
Don't know. Because I feel like this has been going on for like a long time.
Yeah, like, do they have like a TV show or something? Do they have like a...
Oh, I don't even know. About it?
Like about them, yeah. Like they have something, you could follow them or something. Like, I don't even know, does the girlfriend do anything? Or wife, should I say? I'm sorry. Look at this, man.
You gotta put a pause. You gotta put a pause between this.
Look at this photo.
Right.
It's just so confusing. Not confusing, but it's just, it's the Brat.
Yeah, it's the Brat. The Brat tat.
I mean, she does look beautiful as a
yeah, she does.
Pregnant woman.
She does. I thought that as well.
Did I say congratulations? If I haven't, there you go. Is that a fufa or a loofah? What are those things the girls wash up with?
Where?
On her head.
Oh, I don't know what that is. That's not her hair.
It's her hair, I think.
Very loofah-ish.
Does look like a loofah.
A scrubber.
Yeah. I get what she's doing. I'm feeling the aesthetic with the photo. Real nice. Yellow goes good with the lovely rust brown couch there.
All right, so this was April 25th. 5th. So
but shit, yeah, she's
so
probably
she's
still
so
pregnant.
she's still
yeah,
pregnant.
she's 25 weeks.
Oh wow,
She put
so
in the comment.
She like only a little over halfway there.
Yeah, because
little big.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
so
27 weeks.
27 weeks.
Yeah, so I guess it's just a lack of black sperm donors.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
That's probably
Do you get paid for that?
Yeah. Certain states,
yeah, but I'm sure that
it's probably not
I'm sure there's
substantial amount. But it's probably like
and I'm probably sure they don't just pay anybody.
Yeah, I'm
that's
pretty
what
sure
I'm
it's a
saying.
checklist. Like, hey, when's the last time you've been
like
to the doctor before we take this milk from you?
You probably have to check a certain amount of boxes because you see what she said. Oh,
She had
he's
a
handsome and he's tall. And
she had me thinking she was talking about the
career,
baby. That's why I said the baby here.
That's what I'm saying. So you better be coming with some type of credentials if you want.
Yeah.
If you want them to pay you money to.
Oh yeah, for them
bust in
now
the cup.
now for them they paying a pretty dollar. But I meant like just a random guy going to a bank like, hey,
That's what I'm saying.
how much you taking this?
I don't
for?
think just any random guy can do it. But then again, I don't know.
I think
Right.
they probably do it and then they conserve it.
And you still get money though.
Yeah, they freeze it and all
no,
that.
yeah. It's like there's candidates, right? I guess they take a picture of you or something.
Yeah, you-
Probably, yeah.
And then
Because
it's
they
like-
get to see you.
Like they are an agent or something.
Yeah.
Like for NFL, like, hey, we got this prospect.
Yeah.
It was like, you like this dude, you like this
Right.
dude.
Like,
That's what I'm saying.
there's Brandon.
That's why Johnny the bum can't just show up and get $75.
I mean, it depends if he got the looks and
Johnny the bum probably ain't got no
Yeah.
birth certificate, first of all.
Oh,
so
yeah,
he ain't
true,
even gonna be able to he ain't even really get in the building.
True.
He can't even confirm his identity.
Yeah, word.
He been roaming the streets all day. They freeze the nut. Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Freeze it and store it away until some people need some, I guess. But but the lack of black donors, maybe guys just don't know that that's available.
Nah, I think they definitely probably know.
They probably just don't want to do it.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of like maybe weird, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a little bit weird.
And then you don't know like the consequences of that too. What if they can't take care of the
There
kid?
was some one dude I seen an article that they stopped it.
Damn, J-Ro, you gonna take it that far?
Nah, but they
No.
they stopped this one dude. He had over 500. He had over 500 like
Oh wow.
kids that was off. So they was like no, you can't.
Wow, he wild.
And that I'm more so worried about like, let's say something happens to the parents that are trying to buy the kid. The kid doesn't have any parents whatsoever or relative besides that one dude that they got
Yeah,
to donate the sperm.
and they find you.
Yeah, it's like, what do you do in that
It's
situation?
like, daddy.
That's, wait. So
He's
you
saying like
something happened to the parents,
the
and they're like,
that
oh,
bought the sperm died.
yeah.
And
Oh
then
nah, they got all that set up.
You're the last living
Yeah.
resident.
Nah, you got
Or last living-
it's a whole godparent and all that situation set up too.
Because I'm pretty sure they want to know the actual parent.
Well, you should never tell them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I guess that's a conversation.
In those
for the parent.
situations, if you do it that way, there's no reason to ever tell the kid. In my opinion.
I thought you meant like you go and you donate, and then like 15 years down the line, you're like, man, I wonder if that kid I donated is being taken
good.
care of.
Yeah.
I thought you
Yeah.
meant like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Nah, hell
That
no.
too.
I don't give a darn.
Yeah,
You say that until it's like, oh, I'm an NBA player.
But what if you?
I
It's
just
like, I want to know my real dad.
What if you naturally have like an emotional connection that you're not aware of, and you wonder why you always sad?
Yeah.
You're like, why? You're like, I'm always sad, and your kid somewhere.
like it was that
in
nut
full
back in 2023.
No, because in this situation too, right?
Like that little nut grew up to be something, didn't he?
Yeah, because in this situation, right, it's two moms. The kid's gonna be like, well, where's the dad?
I mean,
Not well.
No, because
I mean, if he
no,
never,
no,
if he's just born into it and never knows, he won't know
now
that
that
a
you
dad
put different
No.
context with
Yeah.
it, now it's a little different because that
It
is
is.
true.
Yeah.
Because he's gonna know no matter what that there was supposed to be a man involved.
eventually he'll know. Like once he
Right.
goes, if he
Once
goes
he's
to
like
school
10.
and all that type of things like that.
Yeah.
But right away he's not, because you only know what's in front of you.
No, 100%. But once he starts seeing men and women together picking up their children, and his friends are like, "Yeah, that's my mom and that's my dad,"
No, that's my mom, and that's my mom.
Yeah. He not even gonna know probably until a kid or somebody else pointed out to him.
Yeah. Why do you have two mommies?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh.
And that's my only thing, because they might want to know who their actual parent is.
Then that kid's gonna be
One
like,
day.
where's my dad?
Yeah,
And
they
then you're gonna be
could.
paying child
Just
But I
to
mean,
know. Maybe not that far, Joey, but
Like, I want to know who my dad is.
yeah.
Like, yo, I donated years ago. Like, I'm your dad, but I'm not really your dad. Technically, I am, but how would that even
but that
work
would be
out?
tough
Like,
though.
yeah, like, how would that even work
just
out?
Think about like, because I know how I am. Like, obviously with my kids that I've raised.
Mm-hmm.
But like, imagine that kid pulls up on your step, and you can see yourself.
Yeah.
That's a lot different. Yeah.
That would be tough.
Yeah.
That would be tough. That would be tough.
Mm-hmm.
That's and maybe that's why a lot of people never do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I mean, I've seen myself in kids that wasn't mine. So.
Hilarious.
But yeah, I get it though. That's a tough one though.
Yeah.
Cause would you, if you were the kid, would you want to know your parents?
Just to know, maybe
I don't know, man.
Like,
I really don't know.
just be cool.
I really
with
don't
them,
know.
at least.
Cause what if you find them and it's like not what you was expecting? Like, what if it's Franklin?
What if
then you don't
what
have
if
to
it's
worry
last
about it.
season, last episode, Franklin?
You don't have to worry
that's
about
what
it.
I'm saying.
Word
Like,
up.
yeah.
What would you do then?
Yeah.
Like, man, look at my dad.
Yeah.
Like, this is the guy that made me. And then he ain't gonna know who the hell
And then
you are.
and then you start having thoughts that you would have never had. Like, man, is that my destiny?
Mm-hmm. Like, am I gonna end up like him?
Yeah. Scary.
Whacking off into a cup for 150 a shot. Cause it can't be much, man. I'm not.
Probably not even that much.
Yeah, it can't be much.
Because if that was the case, bums be in there.
And that's what I'm saying. I don't think Johnny on the corner can go in and you know what I'm saying?
Pulling a 9 to 5.
Yeah.
Last thing you should be wanting to do is bust a nut if you ain't got nowhere to go. I'm just gonna put it
You
out
ain't
there.
got
You should, because you're gonna have no energy after that. You ain't ate.
What are you talking about? That's the whole reason that guys get it off is because they need somewhere to sleep.
Oh yeah, you're right though. You got a point.
Best
there.
performance they ever had.
What?
When you
You
homeless?
spinning on your head.
When you homeless?
They'll probably just sleep there.
Word. Now that's where the problem lies, right there.
Yeah,
They go like, "Excuse me,
Wake me
sir.
up in the morning. I got it.
I got some more for you. Just let me recharge." Y'all got coffee?
Give me some time to charge my battery. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Can I plug up?
Right. Word. He said, "I got running 4th Street real quick. Don't lock me out."
Oh, man.
That's hilarious.
Oh man. Yeah. But did you see the post I made when I was like, you ever feel the pressure, like, J-Roy, you ain't on Facebook, I know you ain't see it, but you ever feel pressure when you at the stoplight, the first car at the stoplight in Delaware?
Yeah. And you know why? Why I feel pressure now is because I'm that guy that's gonna need the horn from behind me in order for me to
Because I'm always doing some BS on my phone.
Because I'm not paying attention.
I'm singing songs, I'm doing all types of stuff.
I promise you, I get caught at a light at least once a day.
Yeah.
And either I wasn't the first and I look up and it's a whole line of cars.
Right. They done already flew by you. Yeah. And I'm like,
all going, or I'm the first in line. And nowadays, like man, in Delaware, they hit the horn. It's almost like they know when it's
They know.
Like soon as it changed.
bro, I'm like, yo.
yeah, for real.
And if people wasn't killing people over stuff like that nowadays, I'll make them wait.
Yeah, for real. That's why I
But
seen
nowadays,
somebody,
you might have to
and I seen somebody say that, like, oh, they gonna wait for me. I said, nigga, they just killing people. out
word
here.
over
You
silly
crazy?
stuff like that.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
nah,
Delaware.
I'm gonna go on and go.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
I'm gonna go.
But word up, I be looking in the rear view behind. I be seeing the people behind me like this.
Yeah,
I'm
they
like,
be
yo,
mad,
bro,
bro.
I didn't even get a chance yet.
Man, like,
Like,
where are you
and where-
going?
exactly.
Go,
That's
leave
another-
earlier.
Yeah, that's
fast.
another thing. Though.
And that's one day I had made a post about that too. Like, don't wait till 6:29, and now you mad at me because you stuck behind me.
you knew what it was
And I-
going to be. It's
like,
2 lanes.
Word, like you
They
should
expecting it
have
until
left earlier.
2028.
Yeah, you mad at me because you left in 10 minutes when it take you 10 minutes to get to where you going.
Do we know what they're doing?
What?
On the bridge.
Oh, I mean,
fixing
I know
the
what they
bridge.
trying to do.
Yeah.
Trying to fix
I don't know
it.
if they actually, I don't know if they actually doing what they trying to do.
I think they're just replacing like
they're resurfacing the entire bridge.
yeah.
So it's getting a whole every bit of concrete's coming up and being relayed. But they should just build. They should just build new bridges.
They need to put more paint down. To be honest, because I was driving on the bridge yesterday, or not yesterday. It might have been a few days ago. When it's raining, you can't see the lines.
Nah, not at all. It's just faith. It's just faith.
Yeah.
Oh man.
They should just build a big 8-lane, one single bridge down the middle, and then tear the other two down.
But that would take even longer too, right?
What, to build it? Yeah, but I mean,
with-
instead of repairing it, literally they are repairing that bridge 365 days a year.
But
even when
they're doing that with the whole highway system at this
I
point.
know, but just that little set. Usually it's like 10 miles, and then you go 10 miles, and then you go 10 miles, and then by the time you get to these 10 miles, now you got to come back and start these 10 miles over.
They got the entire bridge.
They're just working on it constantly all year round. Like it's always one lane on either side because really they about to fall down.
Yeah.
And they don't want to tell us.
The same thing I said to Mackenzie. I said they just need to deem it unsafe, like we all know it is.
Right, word.
And figure out something else. I literally just said that
Because
last
I mean,
night.
why they holding on to their last leg if they were to say, all right, well, it's a 5-year project or it's a 10-year project to build a brand new bridge, which it probably would take like 10 years, I would think.
Easy.
Over that stretch of water. And build a single bridge that's 8 lanes and then just boom, just knock them into the river. Because that's what they would do.
Yeah, but will they do that?
Nah, they can't knock them into the river because it's a boat lane.
Yeah.
I think it's too far.
That's the one thing that would mess everything up. The boats getting through there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the fact that it would have to be a demolition construction all at once.
Yeah.
Imagine the traffic there.
It's bad though, man. Like and
Sundays-
right now
Sundays are
I don't
terrible.
feel like because you gotta think it's about to be a holiday. So
Yeah, man.
they supposed to be open all the way back up by the holiday, and I'm not feeling confident about it.
Oh, nah, it's not going to happen.
It's like a holiday in what, 3 weeks?
Yeah, it's not going to
holiday?
happen.
Memorial Day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it ain't going to be ready by then. Just know, whatever you doing around that time, you need to go a day ahead.
Yeah, you're gonna
and
need
leave
5
a day
hours to
early.
get across. Yeah, word. You're gonna need 5 hours to
You
get across the bridge.
You need a boat that.
Nah, word. That's the way to go.
Like,
That's the
just-
way to
Yeah,
go.
yeah. I'm afraid of boots.
Yeah, a few weeks back, I was supposed to meet a friend at a restaurant, and I left my house to get over the bridge. It usually takes me 15 minutes. It took me an hour just to get to the bridge.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Was it Sunday?
No, it was Friday.
Oh,
Friday's bad too.
Rush hour.
Friday and Sunday, you're not going nowhere.
That's one of the beautiful things about me living where I live in Delaware.
It's right there.
Is I literally get off at the bridge. I don't have
Right.
to deal with none of the other traffic.
Yeah.
Dump me off right at the bridge. And if I'm lucky, I can jump all the way over in the express lane. And then I
Oh,
ain't
you
got
take express?
because most of the places I'm either going to Salem or I'm going to Vineland. So I could jump in that express lane and go around. I don't really go nowhere else. Like,
I get right on and I stay in that right lane and I ride it.
yeah.
I'm like, man, I ain't going nowhere. I know this the
mean,
lane. I'm
maybe
going to just
it's
sit here.
Yeah.
Sunday I take the right lane because I gotta get my coffee at Wild Wild. But it's open on Sunday morning.
Monday,
going
yeah,
that
Sunday
way.
morning,
Sunday
yeah.
morning going to Jersey.
Sunday after 1 p.m.
Oh, it's a wrap.
Hang it up,
Coming
man.
into Delaware or
no,
going
oh,
out.
no, going out of Delaware into
You
Jersey.
know what? Yeah, going out is when it's bad
What?
at that time. Yeah,
It's
yeah,
terrible.
yeah.
And it's like that until like 6, 7 p.m. Every Sunday.
Yo,
Yeah, those bridges ain't. I mean, no. If you really think about it, no major highway nowadays is built for 2 lanes.
Yeah.
And 4 is not even enough for most of them. Like, think about it, where 95 break down to 295, coming 95 north. That's 6 lanes, and it's still not enough.
Word.
It's still back. It's still back all the way
Still
up past
back.
the mall, and that's like 6 lanes right there.
Word up. I hate that over there.
It's like China, man.
Yeah, I hate every part about that highway.
That's why I'm another glad. Like I don't ever have to go that way because of where I live off 9. I can always avoid 95. I never use 95.
Yeah.
I'll take 40. Well, really 273 is the main. I'll take 273 before I take anything. And then I'll even jump on 40 if I have to and come down. And
I still play with 495 every now and then.
Yeah, well, going up that way.
That's the racetrack.
Yeah.
You can get where you need to go on 495.
You can open it up on 495. But a lot of people don't know that that's what 495 is literally made for. If you're not going into the city of Wilmington, then you're supposed to be on 495. It even says it.
Yep.
It even tells you.
But they don't read signs.
Yeah, people don't know that.
They just go clog the Wilmington lane up.
Like, you going to Philly, why are you on 95?
Silly. Yeah, that was my route home when I lived in Claymont.
Mine too, when I worked in Philly.
Good old 495.
Every day.
Where are we at on the docket? It's getting kind of late.
Yeah, you want to jump into... So, I don't even know how deep this is going to go, but just tee it up. I've been having like a lot of thoughts about this lost generation, and it's crazy because when I first thought it, I was thinking that our children was the beginning of an era of like a lost generation. But then when I started researching, I'm like, everything is saying that millennials is the new lost generation. The first one was like back in, I don't even know, the 1900s or something like that. Early 1900s, because the start of the Depression was that they came into adulthood at the beginning of the Depression. So they'd have been born, 1915 or something like that. But for us, as millennials, I don't know, what generation you consider, J-Bro? You consider a millennial?
I think so, towards the end.
Yeah. It's like it was talking about how we came into adulthood, the beginning of adulthood. And it's crazy. This ain't even really what I was thinking about. I was thinking about all different stuff, but I'm going to just lay it out from what I read, and then we can go into it deeper. So we came into adulthood. Worst economic downturn since the Great Depression, 2008.
That's true.
That's at the beginning of our adulthood. So right when we got into the workforce.
Brand new recession.
Right? So 8 years go by, we dig out of that. And then as we get into the years where we should be as adults, 30 to 40, the years where you start earning the most money that you're going to earn your entire life. The beginning of that, we're hit with a pandemic.
Yeah.
Come out of the pandemic right into a recession that they're not admitting that is going to happen, but it's here.
Definitely here.
And then I was reading deeper, like all the things that does to you. Like if you were saving any money at the beginning of your career, let's say 2008, you lost it because the economy turned down. And then with all these things, wages are lower. They said now our generation, we have less savings and less money than the generation had in 2001 at our age.
Damn.
So it's like just all of that stuff was just alarming to me, like how people don't think about how what the economy does affects your life.
Directly.
Now, less income, higher. I think they said our generation was like 30% unemployed.
Damn.
30% unemployed, which basically
Was it by choice?
Probably some. I'm sure that's mixed in there.
I would say a good portion of it is by choice.
Yeah.
And that's what made me initially think about like the lost generation thing. Like what is it? Because our generation being the biggest generation in the workforce right now, I'm assuming we're the biggest generation. I don't think overall, but I think in the workforce we are as millennials at whatever the year is, 28 to 38 or 28 to 45, whatever the breakdown might be. So if 30% of us is unemployed, what does that do to the numbers? What does that do to us financially? What does that do to our economic status in the world as we get into the point to where we are running the world? Like that we're next up to run the world. You know what I mean? So it really, where I was going with this and where I started with this, to get all that out of the way, was what effect is it having on our children now as we prepare them for adulthood? Like,
I think it depends on your circumstances. If I'm speaking from the kid's perspective,
yeah,
it would depend on your parents' circumstances. They could be worse off.
Yeah.
In the grand scheme of things, they'll probably be worse off, judging from what I'm hearing. I don't know if it's a way to turn it around, but the majority will probably be worse off than we were, judging from what history tells us and the numbers. If we were worse off than
because we're not even financially equipped, we're not even and even to put on top of that, we're not emotionally equipped.
Yeah.
To even really support the same type of foundation that our grandparents set up for us.
Mm-hmm.
And we probably would think you would think that they would have been poorer than we are. But if you really think about it, 30, 40 years later, how could it have been that generation was more emotionally, financially, and mentally equipped than we are when we have all the tools that we have?
Maybe they were just...
how does that make sense? Because we have more opportunity to make money, literally can make money right at our fingertips.
We have all the information.
We have all the information. We have all the resources. So how could they be more financially and economically and all that secure than we are? And maybe it's just our community. Maybe the other communities are thriving in this environment. But I don't think so.
Speaking from Mara, but I lost my thought reading what Twitty said. But Twitty, that's true too. It says this new era is soft. They telling us what we can and cannot do. Say to our kids, this generation feels entitled to everything.
Yeah.
That's true too.
Yeah, I think that's part of it. But
what was I getting ready to say? That's what I was saying. Not to cut you off. Maybe they were just more in touch with reality due to less socially
distractions.
Yeah, distractions. Internet. We got television. Well, they had television back then too, but
so you segue perfectly to what initially brought this thought to my mind over the last couple of weeks was the disconnect from reality. And that's why I initially even thought of it, because I'm thinking about our 10 to 18-year-old kids, who is the generation that we're raising right now.
Right.
Their touch with reality is, they're so far removed from reality.
Word.
It creates a lack of respect for themselves, for life in general, for other people. And that just respect, right? You can equate respect to everything, right? Especially for yourself, the way you work, the way you talk to people, the way you carry yourself. You know what I mean? All of that at the end of the day comes down to the way that you respect yourself and other people. Everything that you do.
That's true.
The way you talk to them, the way you go to school, the way you do sports, anything. It all comes down to how well you respect yourself and others.
Right.
And I think that we don't teach respect. And I don't know. I don't get it.
You mean on a we don't teach respect on the overall scheme, or just from
and I think
from elder to
I think just the little things, I think it was yesterday when I posted about the cursing.
Yeah, right.
Just that little thing, I think that some people don't realize how big of a gap that creates in the normal respect chain. Just all right, yeah, I know I can curse and I curse with the best of them, but I'm not gonna curse in front of my parents. My parents aren't gonna let me curse in front of them,
right.
Or I'm not gonna curse in front of my grandparents because they're not gonna allow it. Yeah, they know I curse,
right?
But it's just a level of respect to not do that loosely. All right, if you're 30 years old and you slip up every now and then around your parents, all right, whatever. You know what I mean?
Even
but
me,
if you
if I
12,
do-
but if you 12 years old, you apologize.
I might say automatically, right off bat, Mom, I'm sorry, and sure, I'm sorry. Right off top, it's coming out. And they like, I understand, don't worry. But but like you were saying, it's all respect. Like you said, I know my kid curses. Like he doesn't have to tell me. Have I heard him curse? Yes. Have I corrected them? Absolutely, right away.
Right.
I'm not one of those parents. Don't do as me. You know what I mean?
Right.
I have conversations with him.
Yep.
Yes, your dad curses. I know you curse. I'm not telling you. Yes, don't do it. Or yeah, you can do it. If you're going to do it outside of adults' ears.
Right.
You don't do that around adults. You don't disrespect adults. And to my knowledge, nobody's ever came to me and said, hey, your son said this or did this. Yeah. But I know he does.
Right.
Because he's my son.
And he's a kid. And we understand what it was like to be a kid. But just like I think it was on Twitter or something. Like, kid, maybe he was a high school age kid, but he might even been younger than that. He was just lighting up right in the middle of his class.
We?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Just right, and somebody was recording it. And I'm like, that's a level of respect that's missing from the world. Because it's like, all right, whatever. You're in high school. Do what you do. Enjoy yourself. But in the middle of class,
that's wild.
Like not even to, and this isn't even something that I would have done when I was in high school. But you ain't even sneak to the bathroom.
Right.
You ain't even do nothing shady. Just right in the middle of class for a viral video.
Yeah, just like J-Ro said, another distraction.
Yep, for a viral video.
That's all it is, man. It's social media. If we didn't have social media, I think we'd be a lot farther along.
Yeah, because we would be back to a position where we were forced to interact with each other again. Have real conversations and talk about real stuff and in ways where people would have a better idea of who you actually were.
Yeah.
Because you can't hide anything.
Yeah, it's just a lot of following.
Can't make up nothing.
Yeah, it's a lot of following.
And then a lot of people's goals too are like misconstrued because of
social media.
Of what they see.
Yeah, because they say, oh, that person's doing this good. I need to be that good too.
I need to be that good.
Yeah. Like everybody needs to be a boss.
Yeah. Or they see it and they can't see it for themselves, and that turns into some type of animosity. But it just goes all different ways.
That gave me the perfect thought on the way that social media, social reality, whatever we want to call it, enhances anxiety in the world. Like anxiety is already, it's a real thing. I don't want to try to ever act like it's not. But social reality creates a speed that is not what's the word I'm trying to say?
I know where you're going.
It creates a speed that doesn't work for everybody's life. It's not conducive to everybody's life.
You dead on.
Like if we could just slow down, a lot of anxiety would just go away.
Yeah.
If you could just slow down. That doesn't mean to a crawl. Maybe it's a jog instead of a run.
Right.
Maybe it's a walk instead of a crawl.
A step back at least.
And just take your time and take your time. A lot of anxiety will go away. Like you said, on social media, you see things, you're like, oh, well,
I should be doing
that. Then that's where I should be. Like, oh, they're 35 and they have that, then I should have that. You know what I mean? Where
what's the saying? Comparison is the killer of something.
Yeah,
I wish I knew it was on the tip of my tongue.
But it's like, that's one of the main, I don't want to say drivers of anxiety because everybody has a form of anxiety, but that's something that heightens it.
Yeah.
And makes
I've experienced it personally before.
Yeah. But I mean, anxiety is real.
Right.
It's just, many people can control it better than others.
True.
But one of the things with like social media, if you could just like be like, all right, yeah, they got that and they're the same age as me, but I don't really know exactly what they did to get that. I don't know exactly what they did to get there because they only show me the result.
And that's the issue too, because now people don't want to work for it.
Yeah, because now you only seen the result, or you seen you know, a YouTube advertisement is like, make $1 million in 7 weeks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, and now
And when it don't work, you're like, shut.
right. You know what I
Where's
mean?
my $1 million?
Yeah. So just run your own race.
Mm-hmm.
As cliche as that may sound.
It's also a lack of common sense too.
But and if you're not completely honest with yourself, maybe it's not in your plan to ever make $1 million.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Like that's what I think a lot of people don't realize. It's like,
Yeah.
like maybe the $1 million ain't for you, but 500,000 is pretty good.
Yeah. And a lot of times you have to I want to stop saying so I'm gonna be pausing a lot.
That's
you
all right.
have to look.
You gotta be comfortable with that space. You gotta get comfortable with that space. It's hard though.
Yeah, it is.
It's hard. It's hard. It's hard.
What's what I'm looking for? You have to be prepared for the blessing.
Yeah.
So $1 million could be in your in God's will for you somewhere down the line. But if you don't prove yourself worthy of doing the right thing with this million, like if, you know what I mean, you're not gonna touch it. That's just how it is. That's how it
over a
works.
few make you rule over many.
Yep.
Yeah. That's probably one of the biggest things that people struggle with is dedication and faith to small stuff.
Yeah.
To like the little thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
'Cause that's what it takes,
like
the
J.
little
Rose said,
stuff.
everybody want to be a boss. But you can never be a really good boss until you learn how to serve.
Yeah.
Because
That's a good point.
as a boss, all you are is a servant.
Yeah.
And that's what people don't realize. They think that because they became the boss that they
run
get to just tell
things
people what
and-
to do.
Yeah. Send out the
No,
orders.
you just serve harder.
Yeah.
You just serve from a different level. And people and that's people don't want to be servants.
Yeah, and that's
too.
another thing.
That
it's
too.
like you can't be a boss either if you don't have the workers.
Right. But that's why you got to learn how to do the job.
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly. You gotta be a worker.
You have to
be a
learn how
boss.
to be at every level, or
Yeah.
or it'll never. That's why the only people that really ever sustain businesses is they were given money. The business was probably already established. All the legwork was probably already done. Somebody at some point really worked their way into creating that business. You know what I mean? You can't. That's why lottery winners don't have money in 2 years because they didn't learn.
They didn't learn
how to
right.
accumulate it.
Right.
Learn how to spend it.
They learn how to spend
Yeah,
it.
That's it.
If you learn how to accumulate it, it's different. That $500 million is different in a person's hand that it was given to and a person's hand that earned it.
All back to being ready for that blessing.
Yeah.
It fall in your lap and I know what to do with it. And then it's going just like that.
That's what they said. Man, damn, that's you wanted
Dang,
something.
you know what?
You wanted something. It
I
said-
got a story for that.
said
But
a black-
I gotta save that for later.
Yeah, it said a blessing. A blessing at the wrong time is a curse. Because you're gonna get it and you're gonna lose
squander
it. You're gonna get it and you're gonna lose it. So you gotta be ready.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard that in church. I remember what pastor it was.
I actually that actual quote I heard not in church, but this morning when I was in the gym listening to my sermon.
Yeah.
It was he literally said it was TD Jakes. He literally said a blessing at the
TD the
wrong
man.
Yeah, a blessing at the wrong time is a curse.
What was one of his things my mom used to always, Woman Thou Art Loose. My mom used to always watch that.
Yeah,
It's a
TD's
book too,
cool.
right?
TD's
I believe.
cool. I've been on TD for a little while now.
I like Joyce Meyer.
I
like
Joyce
TD.
Myers. I throw a little Joel in there every now and then.
Joel. Which one is Joel?
Joel
That's the smiley guy?
Joel
Yeah,
Osteen.
Yeah, Joel.
Like
yeah,
that.
that's the smiley guy. What's the guy from Texas? Heavy set.
Oh, I don't know him.
I bang with him. And Cheryl know who I'm talking about.
Oh, I had to look him up.
And Cheryl, if you watching.
And then, but ET, you know, hip hop preacher, that's my guy.
What about Creflo? Creflo still preaching?
Nah, I
No?
couldn't get with Clef. How you say it? Clef.
Creflo. Creflo Dollar.
Ever since he tried to get the $9 billion for the jet. You don't remember when he?
Oh, yeah.
He was trying to get the jet.
That's wild.
I was like, all right,
You got to fly back and forth to get that good word out, I guess.
yeah.
My,
I mean, you know.
yeah, you
You
know.
gotta be wary of
He
false
like,
prophets, man.
Yeah,
they're around. They're around.
And it's one of those things, man. I mean,
It's what's
you
crazy
heard
about it, though?
you heard about a lot of them, and it's like, all right, can I get some knowledge from him?
Yeah, because they still,
I
believe they still are ordained or still have some type of what's the word I'm looking for? They're touched.
Yeah.
They have some type of something there. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, people are human and men have desires. I'm using men as the term just for humans in general.
Yeah.
Have desires. And, things happen. Pastors are regular people at the end of the day. So I don't judge anybody.
I need to be able to, because like for me, like obviously I have my pastor, right? When I'm in the gym in the morning and I'm watching a sermon, I'm studying at this point. So I'm gonna put on somebody that's gonna enhance my study.
Like, what can I learn from you?
What can I learn? You know what I mean? Like,
right.
I get my in-person interaction from my pastor and obviously my Sunday interaction, and then throughout the week now it's study time. So I'm gonna put on somebody that can help enhance my knowledge.
Right.
TD does a great job. Every now and then, like it's usually TD, but I'll throw Joel in there, just like switch it up a little bit. You know what I mean? And then Eric Thomas, but typically it's TD. I don't know. I've been locked in on him for a little while.
Yeah. That was a good conversation.
Yeah.
Cardi in there rolling around.
Yeah, I don't know what she wants. She probably ready to get out.
You want to let her out?
I'm not gonna let her out with y'all.
Yeah. Not me right here.
I'm not gonna let her out with y'all in here.
Not me right here.
She all right though. She a good dog.
But y'all want to do one more? You got time?
I got time.
We can do a quick 5-minute one.
What's a quick one up there?
Yeah, what's a quick one we can jump into real quick? And you can take it home. Take it on home. I don't want to do sad stuff.
Pull up the Harden picture.
James Harden.
Let's see what the score of the game is.
Yeah, what are they doing right now? I'm pretty sure.
Phew.
Uh-oh.
6 was down.
Uh-oh.
8.
Oh, that ain't bad. Third quarter?
8 at the half.
Oh, at the half? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Let's see who's doing what. Joel got 13. Maxey got 13. Harden got 11. All right, Cardi, we hear you. Brown got 16. Tatum only got 7. Down 8, and Tatum only got 7. He had 30 at the half in game
7?
1. He had 30 at the half in game 1.
Yeah. I wonder what Harden wore tonight. Did we see his outfit tonight? I don't know
if we seen it. This is wild though, man.
Yeah, so he wore.
Did you see him when he was walking? It looked like did he have on stilts?
I hope not.
Nah, for real, you gotta find him walking, bro. Yeah, watch him when he's walking.
All right, let me make sure they can see this real quick.
Cause I'm pretty sure he had on like stilts.
I want to know the material. Like what material was that?
It looked like
shag carpet.
Like Sully. It looked like Sully off Monster Inc.
Yeah. It's not letting me open it. Okay.
Look how he walking.
Yeah, he is walking a little funny. I mean, how would you look at that dude? Look at his pants.
Nah, he not walking like a normal person.
I think it's the shape of the pants.
It's making it walk like, or making it look like it's like
making it look like that. Like, look at it.
He probably got to kick him every time so he don't slip
sneakers
on him.
On.
Word.
Yeah, he had black sneakers on.
Probably had Tim's on it.
Nah, what they made out of though? What you think?
Like, it looked like it wants to be jeans so bad, but then it's fuzzy.
Yeah,
that joint is like a quilt.
I guess when you're rich, you can just do whatever. And is he shirtless under that?
No.
He got a shirt on.
It's got some leather on it, I guess.
He knew he was going.
Yeah. What was he thinking when he?
45. That's all.
But it's like, does yeah? This one where you can really see him walking.
Yeah, it's just those pants.
It's just the pants, so he gotta walk like that.
It almost reminds me of
he dragging his
Jinko
feet.
jeans.
Yeah, they do.
I thought he had heels on.
Yeah, I think it's the boots. What is Harden? To see if they got Harden for game 2. Harden's fit for game 2. Yeah, he must not was flashy today.
Probably because he got roasted the last time.
Or maybe he wore it because he knew he was gonna drop 45.
Yeah, look how he's looking. I think he knew.
Yeah, he kind of do look like he knew he was gonna drop. He kind of do look like he knew he was gonna drop 45.
Those are the eyes of a man who knew what the fuck he came to do.
Yeah.
Okay. That's only one thing that's happening tonight.
Yeah.
That's 45 points.
He only got 13 tonight.